Well, I'll tell you what, really feel like we got a quality football team. A lot of kids, unknown guys. It's been really fun. The spring has been really great. Our guys have really bought in what we're doing, on and off the field. And it's very evident. Once we got in spring practice, you saw what we were doing off the field translate to on the field, and we got better weeks. Every week we got better in spring practice. Our summer's going great. Right now we got about 85 guys there working out and training voluntarily. So everything's going good. We're just looking forward to camp and getting that started.
Excitement. It's going to be a different brand of football than what y'all are used to, what people are used to seeing from Northwestern State. Excitement, that's a great word for it. You know, we're confident. You know, we've got the boost that we needed, and it's a fresh start. You know, like Deemer said a couple of times, he feels like a freshman again. It's kind of that feeling. You know, it's all new. It's exciting. Everything new is exciting, and I feel like that's going to work to our advantage.
Guys are still going to play wide open. We just got to put them in the right drills to have them in a wide open concept and be able to train them at full speed to what we do. We implemented a lot of drills this spring to get that corrected, so that the more reps you take at it, the more comfortable you'll be able to do the job that you need to do. So there's going to be guys that are going to make mistakes out there because the game's so fast. It just happens that way. But we have to, and I'm all for the rules. And I think the well-being of the student athletes comes first, and you know, and our guys really done a good job this past spring, learning how to tackle in those areas and know the hitting zone. That's the whole key. You got to know the hitting zone.
Yeah, so he's been there. He's a great coach. He's been doing it for like 30 years. So anytime you can get a coach like that to come in and take over and run the program is always great, because me and him have a real good bond, because when he was there before, he was the defensive line coach. So now, even when he doesn't have to say stuff, he'll look at me and I'll just say yes sir, because I already know what he's talking about.
Well, I don't see it as much of a coaching change really. You know, Coach Thomas was here before, and most of the older guys, we know him. We respect him already. He had our respect the moment he got here. We believe in him. You know, it's a different feel. I've been calling it a kind of a relaxed energy. It's a boost. It's what we needed, but it's also, you know, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more relaxed. We're getting as much work done, if not more, and you know, it's looking up.
It has a brand new feel to it. You know, I think we're going to take on the identity of our coach. He brings a relaxed energy to us. We're more calm, but we're more focused now, and we're going to play more loose, and we're going to have more fun, and hopefully have a better season than in the past.
Well, I'll tell you what, we hired a young man that was at Valdosta State last year, and they won the national championship. And he was offensive coordinator there. Really put up some good numbers. It's the spread concept principles. It's a 50-50 balanced offense. Obviously, we're trying to take care of some of the current rules the way they are, and really kind of pin defense coordinators to the wall a little bit, so to speak. As a former old defensive coordinator, when I had the opportunity to come back and be a head coach, something that I saw that I would like to look at and see. So I'm learning too as we go through this process, coming from the old triple option background. But that's what we're looking to do. We want it to be fan friendly, but also very productive in what we're trying to get done.
Well, you know, I see it that the offensive line is not one person. You know, it's a group of guys, and I feel like we've got the strongest group of guys up front on both sides of the ball, not only offensive line but defensive line wise. Like I said, we've had every guy there this summer, offensive line wise, working, putting in work. We've got the bond like an offensive line has to have. We've got great leaders, Warren, me, T-Dre player, multiple guys up there that are going to help us, and a lot of experience.
I think it's going to be fun to watch. I think it'll be a good year for the Cowboys and everybody in Cowboy Nation. We've had a real good off season, a real good showing at the voluntary workouts and everything else, and a whole lot of dedicated teammates. So I think it'll be a fun one.
I mean, football is a year-round sport, but we've been working our tails off ever since spring, all summer, day in and day out. All the guys on both offensive and defensive sides of the ball have been just working. So, I mean, this upcoming season should be a blast.
Well, I mean, we're optimistic. I think we feel like we have a talented group, and I certainly have a great group of young men too. But you know, we have talent, and hopefully, you know, we can do a little bit better job in the injury department than what we've done the last couple of years. If we can do that, then who knows? I think we have a chance.
It's something you work on in practice, and when the game comes, I mean, you just play. You can't go into a game thinking about where or how you have to hit somebody. I mean, because that takes away from the whole game. I mean, this sport's been around for a long time. It's going to continue to be around, and different rules are going to come in place. You just got to adapt to the environment. That's it.
It's great to play, I think, for the home team and the visiting team because of the venue, as you say. But no, it's been a privilege to coach and to be a part of a community that really supports what we try to do, and it's special.
Everybody knows, I mean, football is a game that's won in the trenches. If your offensive or defensive lines can't, you know, move the ball or stop the team, I mean, you really don't have a chance. So we understand what we mean to the team, and we're ready for this season.
Well, we're excited. You know, we've been working hard. You know, we came off of a disappointing year last year, and you know, but we addressed certain issues that needed to be addressed. You know, we made some changes on the coaching staff, but it wasn't really a coaching problem. It's just things naturally happen, you know, on FCS level. Again, had a very good recruiting class that I feel like helped our needs. We have a lot of guys returning with definite playing experience. We have, you know, quite a few starters returning at all positions. So, you know, I feel like the future's looking much brighter. The challenging part right now, I'll bring in 95 guys on August 1st, and we did have a lot more young men stay around Thibodaux area during the summer, you know, for our strength and conditioning program, so there's a lot more sacrifice, you know, and I try to teach that all the time. You got to sacrifice to be great. The other challenge, I guess, more than anything is just that we have to have our A game, you know, by first opponent. I mean, it's just the way it is. That's the biggest concern I have is we open up with Oregon, then we have Western Michigan, then we have Louisiana Lafayette, and they're all very good programs. The biggest thing there, what I'm concerned about the most, is I absolutely want us to come out of those games with some confidence, you know, guys making plays, and of course we're going into all the games with the goal of winning, and then also come out of those games healthy. You know, because I know that we can be more than competitive in the Southland Conference, but we've still, just like everybody, you're always trying to dodge the injury bug.
We're really excited about our team we got this year. We got definitely the most talent and depth we've ever had at this school. So I mean, we're ready. We're excited. We feel like we can compete with everybody, and we're ready to go.
2013 season looks like it's going to be pretty promising. We've been working really hard, really hard. Like I've never seen our team work this hard. We haven't had this much talent since I've been here at Nicholls and since Coach STUBBS has been here. So it looks like it's shaping up to be a great season. We have some coaching changes, and we've changed the mentality as leaders, SCELFO and I, and it's helped with the younger guys who've just come onto the team. And you know, everybody's kind of on the right track, and everybody has their head on straight.
I think we're looking at our schedule for 2013, and I think that we'd probably be hard-pressed for somebody to have a tougher schedule than what Nicholls is going to play in 2013. It does pay the bills at Nicholls. You know, it is an important thing. But also, you know, I'm concerned about our football team too, because winning, I've been fortunate to win national championships during my career and things. Winning breeds winning, but so does losing breeds losing. And I'd like to see some smiles on my kids' faces for all the hard work that they do. So our plans in the future is to tone it down some. You know, hopefully with the expansion of the conference, there'll be more quality games that will be provided. And then maybe I'm only playing one of those games, but you know, that's the way it is right now, and we're not shying away from it. We do look at it as an opportunity, and I think that all kids at the FCS level, most of them, all believe that they should be playing at the FBS level. So again, what I use for our young men is this gives them an opportunity. There's no more hostile environment we'll play in than Oregon. I know that.
we get extra excited for those types of games. I mean, we see that if you're a competitor, you want to play in those types of games. You know, you want to put yourself to the test against some of the top talent in the country. So I mean, we look at those games as a test, and I mean, if we can compete against those teams, we know we can compete against anybody in our conference.
We kind of moved past the Oregon State game. You know, it's kind of last season. We can't do anything about it. It was you know, just an unfortunate situation for us, but we're looking forward to Oregon game. It's going to be the biggest game that anybody on our team has played, and it's going to be electric. It's going to be very exciting for people who, you know, thought that, you know, maybe I should have been at a bigger school, I should have been playing here. You know, we kind of get to see where we stand, and also, you know, they're a good team, they're a great team, you know, but I feel like we are developing to be a great team also, and we're going to put 11 of our best guys on the field against their 11 best and just see where we stand.
I'm real excited. Obviously, I think everybody right now, everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, everybody's excited. But you know, last year we kind of finished on a good note. We won a couple games there, get out. We finished with positive. Our players carried that through the whole off season and the summer. I think they've done a great job in the weight room. I think we've gotten bigger and stronger and faster. And I think we answered a lot of the questions that we had within that and recruiting about this football team.
You know, I'm really excited to see what we're going to do this season. You know, I think we got a lot of guys on the team with great skill set. They can really play some ball, and you know, I know we've been working hard in this off season since spring. We had a good spring and added some more guys since the spring. So I'm just really excited to see, you know, how everything plays out coming into fall camp and going throughout this season.
Well, you know, I knew from the get-go we knew he was very talented. We knew he was a dual threat guy. He got a big league arm. He can run. He's very athletic. The thing that I'm probably most impressed with him that we didn't know was he's got tremendous work ethic. He's very mentally tough, physically tough kid, and he's been a great leader. He's one of the guys who's been leading us since off season and through the summer, and I like that because to me he kind of brings to the table the character you want the rest of your team to be. I think it starts there. When you got a mentally tough, physically tough kid at quarterback, you can become a gritty ball club, and we're going to need that to go in and really compete for a conference championship. We're going to have to go down and be able to handle adversity and respond to some situations, and it's not going it ain't never going to come easy, but we're going to have to fight for it.
There are big things to expect out of us, of course. You know, we're bigger, stronger, faster, and we're also, you know, another year into the program. So, you know, I think, me personally, I think we'll definitely contend for a conference title.
I think we had a great running back core. You know, I'm excited to see those guys compete in the fall and see, you know, who's going to take reins as a starter and all that. You know, I think they're all, you know, got a great shot to have great seasons. You know, at the receiver core, you know, those guys you named, Frugier and Chris Malott, and, you know, I think also some of the new guys that we're going to be adding in, you know, Dario Robertson and, you know, we have a transfer from Arizona. You know, I've got to throw with him a bit. He's just got in. Oh, yeah, Cody Sutton, running back. You know, these are all guys that, you know, I think have a great skill set, and I think, you know, it's going to be exciting for, you know, everyone as well as myself to see, you know, how things work for them and, you know, what we're going to be able to do with every different, you know, skill set we have to bring it together to win football games.
We stay on the board. You know, we're always watching film. And I think the mental part of the game is going to slow a lot of things down for us and allow us to make a lot more plays than we did last season.
Well, you know, I think we've done, I mean, like I said, I think we answered a lot of our questions. We are bigger. I can tell you that on paper, we're bigger, we're faster, we're stronger. We got more talent. We got more depth. We got more competition. I think we're physically more mature. I think we're mentally more mature. I think the only question for us right now to find out is are we going to put the work in the next 8 weeks to get ourselves ready we're going to finish this thing and get ready to compete for a conference championship.
The more I've been here, the more I'm getting settled in, and you know, just like you said, that summer heat is definitely something serious, but you know, it's good. You know, it kind of makes you have to be a little more mentally tough when you're out there running and working out, and you know, that humidity and that heat starts to get to you. You got to have a little something up here to keep you going and keep you fighting.
I mean, like Coach Roberts always tells us, you know, no matter what time it is, no matter, you know, where it is, no matter what the weather's like, you put the ball down, we're going to play. You know, it's football.
McNeese Southeastern, as you know, has been very competitive every year. And it just, I don't know, it just has been. I mean, ever since Southeastern came over with Hal Mummy and beat us in Cowboy Stadium, it's been a great game ever since then. And I look for the same. I think Coach Roberts is going to continue to do a great job, and they're going to continue to be more talented each year, and the game's going to continue to be tougher for us. But it's going to be a tough game, no question.
Well, that also gives me hope, that I do see that in our conference that, a team can turn it around quick. And that's what we plan on doing. We just got those first 5 opponents. The schedule does play out well. We have 3 FBS. Then we play 2 home games with teams that we should match up well with. Then we have a bye week right before we start conference. And then we got 7 conference games. So again, I think considering all the situation, that's a pretty good schedule.
Wow, I've said since the get-go is that you're going to win games by running the football and stopping the run. We start the season off kind of rough, and last year 0-3, we're terrible. We can't rush for barely 1 yard a carry. And the back half when we got on the roll was what? We could run the football effectively, and that's what it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line. I think we've added depth there. I think we've added some experienced players, and John Braddock and Lawrence Ramsey, Ryan Cockerton, some young youth guys. There's a couple kids that redshirted for us last year. Again, they'll come fight and compete in there that we're excited about. And then again, some other transfers. So I think, I think it's going to be a bright spot. We know this one thing: they're more talented, they're stronger, and we've got a lot more depth.
It doesn't. I mean, that's why we all coach. I mean, this is certainly a part of it, which I enjoy doing. The recruiting is such an integral part of what you do, but we're all in this profession because actually getting on the practice field and teaching young men and trying to get them better and trying to mold a team and see what you can become. So, I mean, that's what we do. I mean, obviously all these things are part of our job, but, to any coach, if you get them down, I mean, they'll tell you that the highlight of their day is actually getting out on the field with the players, and that's what it's all about.